Hey guys, welcome back to another Vegas Pro 17 tutorial video. Happy New Year. It's been a while, but I'm back again. I wish you all a prosperous New Year. Let's get right into the video, no time to waste. So today, we're just gonna continue from where we stopped. We stopped at keyframe, so we're just gonna continue from here. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to blur out faces using keyframes, and we're gonna go a little into masking, but it's not going to be that hard. So let's open up our Vegas Pro. So first of all, as we all know, create your new file. Okay, and I'm gonna drag in a clip. So prepare the short clip here that we're gonna use. Yes, so this is the clip. It's very short. It's actually in 4K, so we're just gonna open this a little bit. So this is the clip. So first of all, what you want to do, you want to duplicate the clip. So you could right click and do copy, or you could just click on the clip and hold Control key on your keyboard and drag it, and that duplicates it. So that's a shortcut. Once you've done that, you want to select your first layer and you want to click this small icon. Once you're here, you want to drag this because this is where we're gonna work. So you want to drag it to a size that's comfortable for you, and you want to zoom in. So I'm using a mouse, so it's easier for me. So I just scroll up to zoom in. For those using a laptop or that has a trackpad, all you need to do is pinch on your trackpad and zoom out. That's all. I'll put a video to help you guys. So you want to zoom in. Mind you want to come to mask. You want to go to position, click on mask, and you want to zoom in. To zoom out, you just scroll down and you pinch inside. So for the face, you want to zoom in clearly until you clearly see the face. So this is the face we're going to be using for this video. So once you've zoomed in and you could see the face accurately, you want to come. There are actually two ways to do this. So we're going to use the anchor creation tool first, then I'll show you the second method. So you click on your anchor tool and you just start selecting the points at which you want the part of the face to be blurred. It doesn't need to be perfect. It really doesn't need to be perfect because we're going to make some adjustments which would erase any imperfections. So don't worry about perfection right now. Just select the face, and once you're done, just link it back to the first point, and that's it. So if you made a mistake, you could just click on Ctrl Z to go back, and that will take you back. So that's it. Now all you want to do is right click. If it's not selected, make sure it's selected, and you're gonna you're gonna zoom out, and right now you're just gonna come back to your normal edit tool, click on that, and we are gonna check mask, check it, and right now we could see that only the face is selected. Kind of look weird. Wow, Trust me, we're getting there. Make sure you select the first uh the first keyframe, yeah, the last one down. Select that, and now you're gonna right click on one of the lines and go to select, and you want to go and select all. Click on select all, and this type of with a circle outside shows up. Make sure you're on the positive. So this is the positive mask and this is the negative mask. Make sure you're on the positive mask. Once you're on that is done. So the next step is going to your Gaussian blower effect. So you click here to add an effect, and you want to look for Gaussian blower, which is right here. You add, click on OK, and your Gaussian blower effect opens up. So what we want to do, we're going to try out some things right now. So we're going to go to the preset and we're going to go to medium, and you can see that nothing is happening to our video. Extreme, nothing is happening to our video. All you want to do is come back to the first frame. Make sure you're on the first frame and look at your preview screen. Let's take this back to like 0.04. Make sure both sides are equal or close to equal. So 0.4, 0.47, there's no difference. So you can see the face is a little bit blurry, but it's not perfect. You could still see part of the details of the face, right? So we're gonna come back, and what we're gonna do, we're just gonna expand our mask. We're gonna expand it, expand it a little bit. Yeah, so it's expanded, right? And now we're done with masking. We don't need to touch masking again. Now the preset, you want to change this back to default, or you could just click on soften. And right now I think we could see that there's some difference. We can see most of the details of the face, and we can see the face has been blurred out. So if you're not satisfied with this, you could always adjust this yourself by reducing the range. Let me show you what happens when you increase the range. So let's increase the range. You can see that the face is very clear. The reason is that when you increase the range, it doesn't focus on your selected area. That's why the face is not actually blurred out when you increase the range. So in this type of case, we reduce the range. So once you reduce this and you reduce this, you can see that the face is becoming blurry. So I think the sweet spot would be maybe 0.04. It's just something you gotta play around with until you find what works for you. So as I said, you could just go to the preset and click on soften. That makes your work more easier, and I guess this is all. This is perfect for me. If you're blurring out faces, I think this is enough blur for that. So that's pretty much it. And now we're just gonna go to the tracking part, which is, it's not the hardest part, but it can be stressing. So this is where we deal with keyframe. So our first frame is here. So if we remove our cursor, you can see that it doesn't follow. The Gaussian blur effect is just on one spot. It doesn't follow the face, and that's not what we want. We want the effect to track the face, which though you could use track motion, but we're not going to do that in this video. This video is mainly on keyframes, so I'm going to teach you guys how to use it with how to do it with keyframes. Maybe in another video I'm going to teach you how to use track motion. So all you want to do, it's very easy. It's only gonna be hard if you have like a clip of like 30 minutes and need to track the whole face. Yeah, that's gonna be long. But for this, very easy and short. So all you want to do is move by 1 or 2 frames, and you're gonna shift this back to its spot. Move by 1 or 2 frames. Again, shift it back to its spot. It's not really perfect, but it works. Move by 1 or 2 frames. You could move by 4 frames. I'm actually moving by 3 to 4 frames. It doesn't really matter. 3 to 4 frames again, shift it. So again, shift it. Again, so you just want to track the face. Keep on tracking the face. If you want it to be more accurate, you could also turn it. You could turn it. You could make it smaller. You could make it bigger. You could do a lot of things. So if you want it to be perfect, which I don't believe there's a need for that, you could just do it frame by frames, but I'm gonna just tell you in advance that would take a lot of time. So we're doing it, covering the face, next frame, the face again. It's kind of out of frame, but it would work. Again, shift it. You could also move the keyframes. You just need to go back to your anchor, and you're gonna select the one you want to move, and you could just move it. Hold control to move it to the side you want. Make sure you're holding control. If you don't hold control, this is what is gonna happen. You just get this. So once you hold control, you can fully move it around and change the part you don't want. And to delete some points, like for now, I think that's the right ear. No, that's the left ear. The left ear has been cut off, so we don't need the left ear again. So we're just gonna delete those points. So we come here, delete. Just click on the points and they automatically delete. So we're just gonna come here, delete, and we have this, which is perfect. We go back to this, maybe adjust it a little bit, hold your control. Make sure you're holding your control to move it like this and like that. That's perfect. Maybe here we wanna shift it a little bit, hold control, don't forget. Want to delete some points. Make sure you're holding control when you're moving. Make sure you're holding control, or else you're gonna make that mistake, and you do not want to make that mistake. So hold control, shift to the way you want it, and that's it. So let's continue. So make sure you click on the normal edit tool when you're done adjusting the points, and you click on this, right click and click on select, click on all, and this comes back. So let's continue keyframing the video. So next 2 to 3 frames, shift it. Now we're gonna make it a little bit bigger. and we're gonna turn it sideways. Okay, and move it again, continue, and continue. So it's not that hard, but keyframing takes time. If you have a longer video, it might take a little bit more time, but it's not that hard. So turn it, could expand, right click, select. So if this happens and you don't see anything, remember, just right click, select in all, then this will come back. Just expand next to 3 frames, expand, and you could turn it a little bit. So the ear doesn't matter, it's the face that matters. So if the ear is it's not in the frame, don't worry about it. If you want it to be, just come back to your anchor, hold Control and open, and that's pretty much it. Go back, right click, select all, and next keyframe. That's it. Now we're almost done. So now we could just do it in details. Since we're almost done, and the last frame, you could just go to the last frame, and that's pretty much it. So now we have successfully finished keyframing the Gaussian blur effect. So let's preview our work. We can just cancel this, and let's start from the beginning of the video. So as we can see, the effect is following his face, and that's what we want. Once again, let's preview it. As you can see, that's what we wanted, and it's perfectly fine. So that's the first method I wanted to show you on how to blur out the face using keyframes. So now I'm gonna show you an easier method. This is gonna save you time. So we're just gonna cancel all this, delete. Do I need to? Yeah, I'm gonna just delete all this. I'm gonna use the same clip. So I'm gonna drag my video. Okay, so same video, remember, same method, hold Control, duplicate the layer, select your first layer. Make sure, just to let you guys know, the layer on top is the priority layer. If you have a layer below, the layer on top is going to overshadow the layer below. Just to let you guys know, so you always want to work with the layer on top. Okay, so same method, go to click on this icon, the event pen curve, and go to mask. We're not doing anything in position, so just go straight to mask. You can check it, and now we're just gonna zoom in as usual, zoom into the face. And now, instead of using the anchor creation tool, we are going to use the oval or circle mask creation tool, which is way easier. So now all you want to do is make an oval shape around the face. It doesn't need to be perfect. Perfection doesn't matter in this. So you can see this is exactly perfect. You can make it a little bit bigger, your choice, and that's it. Make sure you click on the first keyframe to lock that in. And now we just want to add the Gaussian blur effect. Add, okay, and now we just change it to soften, which is what we did in the previous example. So we'll change that to soften, and let's preview the first keyframe. You can see it's perfectly fine, but if you move forward, it's not in alignment with the face. That's because we haven't keyframed the video yet. We only did the first keyframe, which is this. Now all you want to do is go back to your event pan curve, and you have this. So now let's keyframe. So move to 2 or 3 frames, and you might want to zoom in to make sure you're accurate. And by the way, when you're zooming in and zooming out, make sure you're on your normal tool. Make sure you're on your normal tool. Okay, then you go back to this and go back to this, and you want to drag this, right click, select all. You just want to move this. So I'm gonna make it a little bit fast. Move, make it a little bit bigger to fit everywhere. So I believe this method is more accurate than the anchor point. It depends on how you do it. I prefer this method because it's faster. Okay, so next, just need to adjust. Nothing difficult here. Just make it bigger. And next frame, sorry. So you don't always need to go to the next frame. You can skip to the next 2 frames. It doesn't really matter as long as you keep framing in between 2 or 3 frames. It doesn't need to be the next keyframe. That might waste your time. Move to the next one. Expand it a little bit. And we're almost done. Expand it a little bit. And move. Let's expand it a little bit. And last keyframe. And we're done. That's exactly it. We're done. So now let's just preview our video and let's see what we have done. So we go to the beginning and let's watch the video. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference. I believe this is it's more efficient than the one we did previously. So I would advise you to use this method. And if you want to save time and be more efficient, I advise you to use this method. If you want to be more precise, I would advise you to use the anchor point, because there you have the abilities to really be precise. But nevertheless, I've showed you the 2 methods, so now it's up to you to choose which one you want. And that's pretty much all for this video. After watching this video, you should be able to blur out faces in any video, and you should be able to use keyframes with the Gaussian blur effect to blur out faces. That was the point of this video. Keyframing was the point. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will try my best to upload more. I've been really busy, I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna try to upload more videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.